Hello, everyone. This is Gabriel for Yeshua, and I wanted to come from Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. We have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellence of the power may be of God and not of us. And I just wanted to speak on God, how he uses ordinary people to do extraordinary work. We as human beings, we have our frailties, we have our weaknesses, we have things about us that are not so spectacular. Yet, we have an all powerful, amazing, and awesome God who desires to use us to be a part of his plan. And there are many examples in the Bible of ordinary people who God used. For example, Moses. When Moses was called by God, he was already up there in age, and as a young man he was a prince of Egypt, and in his youth he did something wrong. He murdered someone. He murdered an Egyptian, and he became a fugitive. He ran away. Then in his later years, like in his 40s, he became a shepherd. He got married, he settled down, and he started taking care of sheep. And God came to him in a burning bush and told him, I want you to be the deliverer of my people. And Moses was at a point in his life where he was just like, well, I don't know how, I can be a deliverer. I'm someone that can't even speak well. I can't speak good. And he was basically telling God, don't send me, send my brother Aaron, send somebody else, I can't do the job. But God reassured that God's going to be with him. God told him that, I'm going to be with you, Moses. I'm going to help you do this. And sure enough, God was with Moses to help him deliver the children of Israel out of Egypt. And the same is true for another person in the Bible who also is known as a man of faith, a great heroes of faith. And that person, his name is Gideon. Gideon was a timid farmer from, from the weakest tribe. He was from the weakest clan, I should say, in Manasseh, from the tribe of Manasseh. But God also used him as well. And Gideon had the same kind of, attitude about himself. I'm going to read a verse in Judges chapter 6 where the story of Gideon is found. And this is Judges chapter 6, verse 15. This is Gideon speaking. He says, how can I save Israel? Indeed, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. It's Judges chapter 6, verse 15. So again, God promised, Gideon that he was going to be with him. And sure enough, Gideon also made it into the hall of faith as a great man of faith who was a hero of faith because God was with him. And the same is true for us. No matter what it is that God has placed you to do in this world, in this life, God has promised also to be with you, to be there for you, and to be there with you to help you and to give you the strength and to give you the courage to do it. It's not you, it's not we ourselves that are going to be the ones that will be the strong ones. God will make us strong, but it's because of God. It's through him that we will find our strength, and it's through him that we will be able to accomplish great work, extraordinary work. So I just wanted to leave that with you all. And if you're a person who's struggling to do what God has placed them to do, just pray and ask the Lord, acknowledge to him that you humbly, that you are weak and you're unable to do it and that you need his help because God is all powerful. and nothing is impossible for God. He doesn't lack in anything. And I just wanted to leave this one last statement with you all. God uses ordinary people to carry out his extraordinary plan. Again, this is Gabriel for Yeshua. If you enjoyed this video, I do encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. And may the Lord continue to richly bless you. In Jesus' name.